Hey gardeners, are you looking to establish a food forest in your backyard? That's what we've been doing for about a year and a month now or so, and I want to give you guys a nice tour of what we got going on this week in the garden. First of all, hi, my name's Lane Fornerat, aka Lane Vids. This channel is all about building that garden for yourself so that you can have some great food to eat directly from your garden or your food forest, whatever you want to call it. And if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So I'm here in Louisiana. We've been getting a ton of rain. I got my little helper with me today. Say, hey, hello. And we've been getting a ton of rain, so I figured it'd kind of be like a post-rain garden vlog of what we got going on. First of all, we got the composter here. Yimby tumbling composter. I say this in just about every video. It's the best composter for the price. I'll link it up down in the description below if you guys want to go and check it out. But I've got this as a gift one year for Christmas, and it's been great. It has two chambers. So you put compost, or you put your stuff in there, and then you let it sit, and then while that side's sitting, you can put it into this side, and then you just kind of keep transferring between the two. I've been doing a few experiments over the past, I don't know, year or so that I've had it, just kind of testing to see what works best, different methods of going about doing it. And I told you guys in the previous video that I wanted to kind of clean it out and do almost redo it again because I did a test with it without putting any browns in there, and a whole bunch of maggots came in there, so I think I kind of need to get rid of some of that to be able to get it going. But I just rolled it and it's looking good. A lot of the rain I think seeped into there, so it's got a little bit of wetness to it right now. Put my hand in there, it does feel warmer than out here, which is good. You always want to try and get that warmth to it. Another thing that's nice about this, I don't mention this in every video, is that compost needs air. It needs to have airflow through, and they have these holes on the side here that you can regulate the airflow a little bit better if you need to do that. So I wanted to share that with you guys. But all in all, great composter. Let's go take a look at the compost pile over here. This thing's just getting greener and greener. In fact, we were at a friend's house the other day, and they had a Japanese plum tree. And so we started eating them, and there's a bunch of seeds in the compost. So I'm gonna throw those seeds into the compost pile here. And hey, we may get a Japanese plum tree, we'll see. But this is what we got going on right here. It's looking very green right here with the potatoes. I was still thinking that this is an avocado plant. We haven't seen any squash come up yet, but I'm pretty sure that all of this is squash right here. I've been keeping my eye on it. And there's a pea in here somewhere, a pea plant. Oh, look, what's this? Is that a tomato plant? I think that's a tomato plant right there. I can't tell. But this little area, we're composting stuff, we're growing stuff. Great little area. If you have the room to do a compost pile, I highly recommend that. Some of the richest soil that we get for our garden comes from there. We have our Chickasaw plum, I think is what this one is. I always get these two confused. It's looking very nice and green. Really liking the way it's looking this year, so hopefully this thing continues to grow. A little background on that tree right there is we got that one day for free at Earth Day at the farmer's market that they do here. They were just giving them away, so we took that one, and then we also took this one. No, this is the plum. That was the mayhaw. So that's a mayhaw, this is the plum. And this little plum tree, again, started off, we got it at Earth Day, it was just a stick in the ground, about yay high. And it's grown up quite a bit over the years, so it's very exciting to see. Krista, my wife, the other day noticed, though, that there were little fruits on this tree. They were like teeny, teeny, tiny. I don't see any right now, though, which is kind of a bummer. I wonder if the rain may have knocked a bunch of them off or something. I can't talk today. I don't see any. Dang it. I was really excited to show you all that. But this thing's looking really nice. Oh, look, right here. There's one. Right there, y'all see that? It's so small. It's a small little bud right there. It's just, let's see if I can get a little focus on that. Can I do that? Nope, can't focus. Maybe we can do it that way. But hopefully we get, even if it's just one or two off of this thing, it'd be cool to know that we planted this thing from its youth and it's already producing something for us. I think that that's super cool. We also have our orange or satsuma tree over here. It's got a ton of these little buds on there as well where the flowers were. So hopefully we get tons of fruits. Look, you can see them all right in there underneath here. This thing, I'd be so excited if we got a load of fruit from that this year. We've been waiting for that thing to produce for years, and I think it's finally getting to that mature stage where it can actually do something, so that's exciting. The carrots are getting tall here, the carrot tops, and then the spinach. Spinach has been good. We've been eating the spinach. That's super easy to grow. If you just want to get started with a garden, go and get yourself some spinach. By the way, if you guys want to check out all the things that we've used to create our food forest, I'm going to link it all up down in the description below as well. Just all the tools and whatnot that we've used. This is the blueberry bush right here. Look at how full this thing looks. So we got pollinators that we added, that we attracted to the garden by planting certain plants, and we added a couple other blueberry bushes to the front, and it seems like just doing that, it really has helped the pollinators to come and to pollinate the plants so that it produces more. So that was super cool to see that thing as full as it is. The problem is that usually the squirrels come and attack it after so often, so we'll see how that goes this year. Again, got some more carrots here. Still haven't pulled up any of those yet. Then the spinach in there again, some more carrots. And then these pea plants are looking nice and tall right here. They're doing a great job climbing up this little trellis fence thing that we made. It's just wire fencing, and we stapled some staples into there with a staple gun. Again, that's all linked up down below. And that's what we use as a trellis on the other side of the fence, and it works really well. I like this a lot. But we got about 4 or 5 pea plants there that are growing really nicely. Super excited to see those. Looks like they're flowering, which is really awesome too. And then over here on this side, we haven't really planted much. We put down tons of leaves like this we went through all here, and whatever this is just started overtaking. I don't even know what kind of plant this is right here. Was just kind of taking over this whole area. I'd be okay with clover. I was reading a little bit about clover. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in just a minute, about having clover in your garden. And then that's some mint right there. That's going to take over this area too, because mint is a good ground cover, and that's just kind of what it does. And it tastes good too. Then we got our comfrey over here. I thought this thing was going to be dead over the winter, but it just sprung back to life, and it is attracting all the pollinators, which is super exciting. So very excited about that. Let's see, let's walk around over to the back here, the other side of the garden. I'll talk to you guys about clover. So I was reading an article that said clover, before the 1950s, whenever pesticides and herbicides came into play in the US, a lot of people had clover for grass, and they were talking about the benefits of clovers and how it brings pollinators and bees and butterflies and all that type of stuff to your yard. And also that it's softer on your feet too, so you know, grass can be a little rough. The clover is just nice and soft. So man, I've been thinking about covering over some of this grassy area with some clover after reading that. We'll see. Do you guys have any clover in your yards or your gardens or at your house? Let me know down in the comments below how it goes for you. This is our trash heap here. Is what Krista likes to call it. It's just a big pile of leaves, but stuff grows out of it. Got something right there. I think we have a tomato over there, which is looking big. We'll go look at that in a minute. We still have peppers growing. See, the wind kind of came through and it's knocking all this down, but look at how many peppers. You can really see it now that it actually knocked over. All these little peppers right under here, and then look, all over there. Look at those peppers. Those things look amazing. So I'm super, oh man, there are tons of peppers on that thing. Look at that. Awesome. And then we got these big boys right here as well. Look at that. It seems like ever since that rain came through, man, the peppers started really coming out in full force. So that's exciting. Even on this one right here, look at all them peppers. Jeez Louise. And we got some more peas back here that are growing. Got a little bit of those little midget tomatoes right there, and there's all back over there. That's all midget tomato right there. A little bit growing on there, although we have an issue with it. Look, watch, come around the corner here. I don't know if y'all are ready for this. No, we never tied it to the wall, and the wind came and it blew the whole thing over. And look, we actually have a midget tomato already ready right there. It's only, what is it, April? And we already got tomatoes? That's amazing. These are the best tomatoes ever. Ever, ever, ever. They're like sweet and tart at the same time. And they're like perfect for snacking or for salads or making a salsa with, anything. Oh, it's just so delicious. I love them. Super excited. Oh, look, there's another one right there. Yes. So I don't know if it got uprooted. Subscribe if you guys want to see what happens to that, but we need to get that thing picked up, and hopefully we can save the plant, because that thing, oh man, I was really excited about that particular plant, because we planted that last year and it got so big and it stayed throughout all of winter, and I'm curious to know how much it's going to produce this year, since it's already producing stuff, which is amazing to me. Passion flowers are doing amazing too as well. I don't know if we'll get any fruit from it this year. We still haven't got, there's one fruit that was gonna come, but it never produced. But this is the flower right here. It's a really pretty flower. And then the passion fruit, y'all can see all the buds right here. Hopefully we get some passion fruit from that. Look, another beautiful flower right there. And then there's also still some tomato right here. I think there's another pepper right, what's that? Look at this. On the ground, pepper on the ground, just finding them in the grass. That's what's great about having a food forest, is that like, it's like a hidden treasure right there for you. Oh look, this is that tomato plant that I was wanting to talk to you guys about. We planted this thing last year and it just stayed. It stayed with us. It made it through the winter. So we're gonna kind of watch this thing, see how it does. Looks like it's got some flowers going on right there, which is super exciting. So we'll have to keep our eye on that one. I think it might be a good producer this year. Obviously, it's pretty hardy due to the fact that it withstood the winter. So that's awesome as well. As far as the apple tree in the front here, guys, I just don't know what to do with this thing. It, as y'all know, the other one came up, and then we have this one here, and it's just it's not really doing much. I mean, we got these few leaves. This is what it did last year. Just a couple leaves on the ground, but nothing else. There's nothing else on the stem. I remember last year we got a couple like little sprouts on top, but that's it. Look at this blueberry bush though. I was talking about having more than one so that they can cross-pollinate each other. Look at all these blueberries. This thing we put in last like August or September, somewhere around there, and it's just doing awesome. And then we also have the other blueberry bush right over here. It doesn't have as many, but still, it's got some on there for being as young as it is. I'm very excited about that. And then the herb garden, we haven't really done that much with this year. This parsley's kind of going nuts. And the mint usually does pretty well, but it looks like it traveled all the way over to that area right over there. All the St. Joseph's lilies came up too for Easter, so that's cool. That'll help to bring some more pollinators as well. If you guys are interested in the food forest, we got one going on here, and hopefully we're trying to get more and more added to it. I want to add a banana tree in right there. I think that that'd be a perfect spot for that. I just need to go out and get one. But if you guys are liking growing your own food and starting your own food forest, make sure to click that subscribe button so you can get all of our videos. I try to do one a week for you guys. If y'all like travel, we do travel vlogs at the Travel Vlog Family, youtube.com. Y'all can go ahead and check that out. Thank y'all for watching. Remember, keep growing stuff and eating healthy vegetables. I don't know how to end these things. I always forget. All right, bye.